because we kick off the week with a Maller review of a TV show. Not a movie, a TV show, a flashback. If you were with us back during the pandemic when we did entire nights on The Last Dance, the documentary about the Jordan Bulls when sports were shut down. So I don't know if you saw this or not. Maybe not. We had talked about it last week, but for several hours, the GOAT was slow cooked on live television, well, streaming. The Roast of Tom Brady, a.k.a. the greatest roast of all time, hosted by Kevin Hart and a gaggle of people that think they're famous, and some that actually are. And I sat on my ass. Now, I did not see the beginning of it. I got caught up. I forgot what time it was. I lost track of time. And then once we got settled in, I was in. And I thought, well, I'll probably watch maybe 10 minutes of this, and then I'm good. I don't need to see the whole thing. And I kept watching, and I didn't turn it off. From the point I turned it on for the rest of the night, I was in. So let us discuss the question. Give me your reaction to Tom Brady's comedy roast, the greatest roast of all time. So it was billed. So I've got Hot Tub, Michelin, and KFC. And we will combine all of these things together, and we are going to make a spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen it, I know Netflix is going to rebroadcast this thing on demand. We're going to spoil most of it. So we are the spoil sport. Now, I hate everything. I'm a critic. I come in here, I rip apart everything. I get paid to be critical. This was the most entertainment I've gotten from watching a TV show that wasn't my own TV show in years. Bravo, right? I mean, my God, it was great. It takes a lot at this point. I'm pretty jaded, pretty cynical at this point. It takes a lot to get me to laugh. And there were several guffaws that took place watching this Tom Brady radio roast. And in the age that we're living in, you can't say that, oh my God, let's get a mob out there, the woke army and all the crap that is out there today. Cancel him. We went in to the hot tub time machine. I'm still not sure whether or not I fell into some kind of portal and I'm in a different dimension. But in the hot tub time machine, we set a few hours aside, just a few hours here on a random Sunday night in May, and we flash back to what I think is the golden age of comedy, that nothing is off limits, jokes about everything, even the isms. Several viewers probably needing a safe space watching this here. No grab ass. It was all fair game. Dana White, of all people, not funny, but he got up there. He did 60 seconds, did a trans joke. Yeah, Jeff Ross make a joke about Robert Kraft and the massage that Tom Brady appeared to be upset. I don't know if he was acting or not, but he appeared to be upset by that. Bill Belichick mocking the Apple TV documentary. A lot of Alex Guerrero jokes, a lot of Aaron Hernandez jokes. I think Justin in Cincinnati, who's been sending Aaron Hernandez jokes in for years, is one of the ghost writers for this comedy roast because they really went over the top with that. Kim Kardashian got booed off stage. Well, almost off stage. She was taken aback by the boos, but not real popular. So those are some of the highlights. Now, what was your favorite part, though? Page 2 here. What was your favorite part of the roast of Tom Brady? So that is rather easy. I didn't think on my bingo card when I was watching this, I did not think this would be on there. I didn't even know really who this was. I'd heard the name in the past, but never really spent more than half a second thinking about this person. A woman by the name of Nikki Glazer. Who? I don't know. She's been doing comedy for 20 years, but now, as the saying goes, an overnight sensation. Man, was she amazing in the comedy nation there. As I would rate her particular set during the Tom Brady roast as a Michelin star prime rib. Killed it. Absolutely killed it. 99% of what was said here cannot be played on the commercial airwaves of Fox Sports Radio, unfortunately. I wish we could play some of that. But she did have a Gronk caveman bit ripping Tom Brady and the crypto scam and all that, which was pretty good. Most of the athletes I thought were I mean, the joke writing, they're just repeating the jokes. They're just reading off a teleprompter. They're like doing that. We call that the Tom Looney in the TV business. You just read off a prompter. But Drew Bledsoe, he did have a 28th wedding anniversary joke that was pretty good at the expense of Tom Brady. And then Brady had some top-notch joke writers, as you would expect. If they're going to have Brady host it, you're going to save the top jokes for Brady, and he was able to mock. If you saw the end of it, he mocked the Chiefs fans for having a certain pop star, which means they're all a bunch of 14-year-old girls, and the Kim Kardashian joke about Kanye West, which was more about Kanye West than anything else, which was pretty good. Now, the last part of this, this is a whole different animal. Is it true that Tom Brady's NFL zinger is going to have legs? So I will promise you that some hack blogger / influencer is going to try to take this and run to the races and win the medal with this. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe you missed it. So the joke writers for Tom Brady set him up for the Mona Lisa, the masterpiece of jokes. He read the following joke. He said, the NFL, this is Tom Brady, said the NFL spent $20 million and found that I was more probable than not, that I was generally aware that someone may have deflated my footballs. The joke read from Brady. Brady continued, said, you could have just given me the $20 million and I would have just told you I effing did it. Close quote. So you know that's going to be taken to extreme. He admitted it. Oh, my God. Brady admitted it. He admitted it in a comedy roast. Now, it is true that Sigmund Freud said it best, that there's a grain of truth in every joke. So I don't disagree with that point. But whether or not that was Brady's, if you ask Brady, but you admitted to it, Brady said, well, no, it was written for me. I didn't admit it. It was a good joke. And it was a good joke. I laughed at it. I thought it was pretty funny. So who should get roasted next? They got to keep doing these things. I demand it. If not, I'm going to cancel my Netflix subscription, which I hardly ever watch anyway. But who would you like to see get roasted next? Now, personally, as a gas bag and blowhard, my vote goes for the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, otherwise known as the 4 commissioners of major North American sport: Rob Manfred, Gary Bettman, Adam Silver, and Roger the Dodger Goodell. I'd be down for all that. Now, unfortunately, that is way too sporty. Tom Brady crosses over, even though he's mostly for sports hardos. He does cross over to people that aren't sports people. But in all honesty, the person who ends up being roasted doesn't really matter. It's the formula. And we've seen this in the past. Comedy Central used to do these kind of things. Now Netflix is doing it. But they uncorked at Netflix the great ingredients. You have KFC's secret blend of 11 herbs and spices. And you just follow the recipe. And I'm there. I'll have a big bucket of popcorn, and we'll do it live. I'll write it. We'll do it live. Just like that. And that's all you got to do. No, it was really good. And I wish I could rip it. I wish I could sit here and kill it, and because that would be better talk radio. But I liked it. I laughed. I thought it was funny. They nailed it. So good job by them. I did not expect that. I thought it'd be funny. Like I said, I thought I'd watch a few minutes of it, but I ended up watching everything. When I turned it on a little after it started, the rest of the way I was there for a couple hours.